All right, welcome to Queen Techni. This is a channel that shares information about AI tools as well as ed tech tools and cybersecurity. Thank you for stopping by. If this is your first time, welcome. And if you are just coming back to visit because you value the content and it's helpful, thank you for coming back. If you find any of this information to be helpful, please like and subscribe and also share the information with other teachers. Okay, so Brisk is an add on app, and you would go to the App Store to download it onto your computer. And it works with all of the Google Docs that you have open. So I have this student writing open, and pretty much I had students choose different things from a choice board to express how they might be feeling about the fire, or I should say fires, because there are multiple fires currently in California. And so the student elected to write a poetry piece. So what I want to do is provide quick feedback. And in this case, it was just simply to, let me just delete all of the rest of that. Compose a one-page poetry piece that reflects your emotions and experiences related to the California fire, or write a poem that captures what many Angelenos have to navigate during this time. Please use Amanda Gorman's writing entitled Smoldering Dawn as a guide for your own as far as the length. So they were not required to have specific literary elements as far as personification or repetition, rhyme, or anything like that. But they just needed to basically express their emotions and to also just talk about what people are having to deal with exactly. And so now I'm going to go ahead and click Brisket, and then it's going to provide feedback. So here, you always still want to read every single last piece because that's the only way that you're going to know if the feedback is good feedback. And then also sometimes you're going to want to tweak some of the feedback. So let's see. Based on this, is saying that the writing beautifully captures the intensity of emotion surrounding the California fires. The imagery the student uses, such as bursting one with raging eyes and lost animals, innocent creatures, those things are vivid and powerful, drawing the reader into the urgency of the situation. And it also is saying, additionally, the student's exploration of the relationship between humanity and nature, as well as the call for awakening, adds depth to the work. So it's giving some positive aspects. And then for the next part, ways in which the writer may want to grow. So while this particular piece is evocative, consider tightening some of the lines for clarity and impact. For instance, phrases like having to pay for our consumption could be more direct. Additionally, think about the flow and rhythm of the writing. Some lines feel a bit disjointed. Experimenting with line breaks and punctuation could enhance the overall reading experience. Lastly, ensure that the writing stays focused on the topic of the California fires, as some sections feel slightly abstract. And then some wonderings. I wonder how you might incorporate more personal experiences or observations into your writing, and what specific moments or feelings have you encountered during the fires, etc. So if students, I know for us, we have them select writings each semester that they're most proud of, and to reflect on what they did well and areas in which they may need to grow. And so having this to just provide real quick, so you would just hit copy all, and then you pretty much will be able to go ahead and close it. And what you could do is from there, use the comment feature, paste it, and then from there, you pretty much will go ahead and hit comment and leave that comment there. So that way, when students go back into the document, and when they're having to upload possibly to their writing portfolio, they will be able to see what feedback and reflect on that feedback and to say whether or not they have ended up growing over the course of a semester. So that is one resource that you can use to help you save time with grading. And I'm going to talk to you about one other tool. So first, what I want to say is that I use Magic School AI to create this rubric for me. So pretty much I had students write out 5 topics related to Born a Crime that are recurring topics, and then they needed to select one of those topics and write a theme statement, and from there they needed to provide textual evidence. So what you can do is you can, for example, go to Perplexity, and then when you do that, you can upload the rubric that I just showed you. And then you could say great answers and provide 1 glow and 1 grow for the response. And pretty much from there, you will be able to copy and paste the response into this, which is what I did. And then when coming down here, basically the student only ended up giving me 5 topics. So apartheid, racial identity, relationships between Trevor and his mother, language, and poverty. So the student did not write a theme statement, so therefore it couldn't give any feedback for that. And then there ended up not being textual evidence to support the student's thinking with regards to a specific theme because the theme statement is missing. So therefore, it was only able to give it a 3 in one category, which is something that I do agree with. So you always want to look at the feedback, make sure you agree with it before you return the work. And so Perplexity is very similar to Copilot or ChatGPT. So you can use those as well as Gemini to provide feedback as well. And then the last thing that I want to show you, let's see here, that you can use to grade is something that is called CoGrader. Okay, so if you use the learning management system with regards to Google Classroom, but there are other options that you can pick too, you will basically import your Google Classroom and it will pull a given assignment. You will attach a rubric, which I already attached here. And if you don't have a rubric, you can pull from the rubrics that they have available, or you can create one. You have the ability to go ahead and select the grade level, and then it will have the paper. And so you will notice over here, it actually says that there's AI similarity, 48%. So it sort of lets you know which parts highlighted are AI, and you can always use revision history as another resource to see if it shows there too, to double check and then, have a talk with the student. And so it ended up grading the task, and it gives a summary of what the student ended up doing exactly and what is an area of strength, what is an area in which the student can grow, some things to think about. And then for the actual rubric, for the category argument development, the student ended up receiving a 4. And then here for counterclaims, the student ended up receiving a 2, a 4 for writing style and tone, and then a 2 for evidence and support. And then grammar and conventions, a 4, and a 2 for citations and works cited, and then overall argument depth. So it goes through and it grades it for you. And basically what you see here, the student will end up getting a report back that looks like this. And so this is a way for you to regain your time, okay? It is a way for you to be able to get things back and quicker to students and also to regain your weekends. So let me know if you try CoGrader or if you use Brisk, or outside of those two, if you just simply just use an actual generative AI tool that allows you to copy and paste responses in, and you prompt it and guide it in order to get it to grade things for you. Again, if you found this video to be helpful and you found out about a new resource or you regain your time and it's working for you, please leave me a comment. Let me know if there are any other ed tech tools that you wish to learn about, and I will be happy to put together a video for you. And again, thank you for stopping by my channel.